Hi, I'm Isadora and welcome to my channel. This is part of my no-buy where I'm talking about how much I did not spend in May and what I did actually spend. So if you're into like no-buy content, if you like the vibes or whatever, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram as well. All that shit's linked below. So I'm doing a year-long no-buy, so my first month was May of 2025 as part of my no-buy. Now I'll have like my full no-buy playlist linked below, as well as if you want to learn more about my rules, my reasonings for it, and what's going on like throughout my whole journey. But essentially my rules: I can't buy unless I'm completely out of like everything in a category. I can't buy clothes, accessories, perfumes, makeup, beauty products, like homewares, decor, pretty much all the like beautiful aesthetic things I enjoy. But I have a long history of an interesting relationship with consuming objects, and I really just want to get my life together and get my self-control together. I am working through this in therapy as well as doing this channel. But this video, we're just talking straight up numbers. So something I did is anytime there was something that I wanted to buy, instead of purchasing it, I put it in a spreadsheet, which I'm gonna have pictures of everything I talk about right here as well. So I took down the price, like details about it, and we're gonna tally it up and see what I did not spend by not shopping throughout my no-buy in May. It's the beginning of June right now. I have not broken my no-buy at all. So again, this is kind of like a hypothetical thought exercise, but I thought it might help both me and other people who come across this in terms of motivation to like kind of come directly face to face with what you actually spend when you shop impulsively, and like what you could actually be saving or using for other things instead. Sorry about the setup. I'm not in my usual space. I'm visiting family and I'm like stealing a couple minutes to get this done. Who knows when it's going up. But the first thing I did not buy is the Vestido Zoe Mini from Dos Gracias. They're a Mexican, size inclusive, like alternative slow fashion brand that I really, really like. And some of their things did catch my eye this month. The first is the Vestido Zoe, so that would have been about $68.95. Again, I'm converting from pesos to dollars. It can fluctuate, you know, multiple times a day. So, but that's about roughly what it cost, at least when I took this down. I also really wanted their Set Alheli in Rojo. That's like a red sheer like 3-piece lace set. I think that would be so cool to have. It kind of reminds me of like the Britney Spears, like Oops, I Did It Again red jumpsuit, but like in lace somehow. I don't know if that makes sense. Let me know if you are feeling it or not, but those two things really caught my eye. The first thing was $68.95. The first was the first was $68.95. The second was $80.90. So again, that's like over $100 I did not spend. The next thing, so I have a tablet that I mostly use for ebooks. Again, books aren't included on my no-buy, but looking at it, I'm like partially the way. As far as unfinished books I have now, I have Dune, I have Casanova's memoirs, I have The Open Veins of Latin America, and I'm waiting to read the story of Madame O, which I found out about on Black Lit Geek's channel. So like I'm partially the way through 3 books, and I already have 1 waiting to go. So like I just don't need to buy them. But I hate my tablet case. It's like an awful pink. Like I don't know why I have it. It's really bulky. Like I've had this for a super long time. I didn't even use my tablet for a long time, but every time I open it, I'm like, damn, I hate this. And I want something I like better. So the Dracula tablet case by Shiny Glowy on Etsy really caught my eye. I'm a big Etsy hoe. These are actually from a shop called Feral Grandmother Arts on Etsy. So like pretty much Like, there's a good chance if you see me wearing something and you think it's cool, it came from Etsy. I'm a big Etsy hoe. I know people are like, oh, it's been all run over by AI and it's useless. That's a skill issue. Use keywords to find what you want. Plenty of cool creators and like small businesses still have stuff on there. So that tablet case would have been $23.19. Didn't buy it. Next thing, so on my channel, I've been talking about all the seasons of Supernatural and going through and watching it. And like every time I see Dean Winchester in that fucking leather coat, I'm like, bitch, I need a leather coat. So one night in the middle of the night, I was just like scrolling. Now, one of actually my rules of my no-buy is that I cannot buy anything on my phone at all, and I can't make any like purchases at night pretty much at all, because that was a big thing for me. I feel like when it's late at night, you're tired, you've had a hard day, your inhibitions are down, you're like, let me treat myself. In this case, I found an exact like replica of the Dean Winchester leather jacket on the Leather City, and that cost $155.31. So you can see how, like, even though a lot of the things I want this is the first thing I've wanted that's over $100, but like if you're spending like 20 here, 30 here, whatever, it all adds up. And I'm gonna total this all up for you at the end so you can see. So the next couple of things on my list of things I could have bought but didn't are books. Again, books aren't included in my no-buy, but like if I'm partially the way through 3 books and I have like 1 ready to go, I should not be buying them. But books that really caught my eye this month, one was Craft, Stories I Wrote for the Devil. This was recommended by Hannah Louise Poston, who I love her. And it's about a writer who has like a relationship with the devil that includes like writing stories. That's so fucking up my alley, it hurts, but we're gonna lay off on it for now. I also wanted to get Ring Shout by P. Djeli Clark, The Gilda Stories by Jewel Gomez, and a book called Tender as the Flesh that I think I saw being like hyped up online. So anyway, Craft was $17.99, Ring Shout $17.99, The Gilda Stories $11.94, and Tender as the Flesh was $10.90. So we're going on like $50 just in books alone that I didn't spend, which is pretty sick. So the next thing, alright, so I saw Teresa is Dead. She posted about like Memorial Day sales, and I know Teresa is Dead and Haute Mess Tom, they talk about Rituel de Fille a lot, and I've always wanted to try some stuff from them, but I have nothing. One, I love their witchy aesthetic, and like I hear great things about the products from everyone. So because things were 20% off for their Memorial Day sale, again, these aren't how much the things would cost, but if I would have bought it at this time. With the Memorial Day sales, again, sales can be a trigger for you to spend money. Like, it feels like because you're getting a great deal, you feel pressured to buy the thing, but you know what saves you the most money? Not buying it. So what I was looking at was the Soft Sorcery Weightless Concealer Serum in shade Spell 106. That's their light olive shade. Light olive, that's like if you follow Hannah Louise Poston, you've watched her struggle over the years to find like complexion products that genuinely suit a light olive. Same, girl. Like, so that really caught my eye. Another thing that really caught my eye was the Metamorphic Highlighter in the Sorcerer. I don't really wear highlighters on my cheeks, but I like them as like eyeshadow. So the weightless concealer would have been $23.20 with the Memorial Day sale, and the highlighter would have been $25.60 at sale. Another thing that I would really like to try is their Forbidden Lipsticks. Lipstick is pretty much one of the only color cosmetics I regularly wear, but I have 87 million lip products. Their Forbidden Lipstick in Ravenous, just look at that color. It's like, oh, it's grungy and delicious and dark. That's what I aspire to be, but I'm just like fat and awkward and like weird looking. Anyway, so their Forbidden Lipstick in Ravenous would have been $20 with the sale. Again, so at this, we're looking at around, I think, like almost $80 I would have spent to get a good deal, but the best deal is keeping the $80 for yourself, honey. Then lastly, the perfumes. Some of them really got me this month. Again, so I'm a big fan of the Heal the Way collaboration between Sniff and LXL. I love perfumes in general. I have like 87 million perfume minis. So because I love Heal the Way so much, when she came out with Gentle Reminder with them, I was like, I need that. But a lot of the reviews that are coming out are saying that it's like a beautiful perfume, but it's super similar to Heal the Way, and I'm like, do I need two perfumes that are basically the same? Like, not really. But that would have run me $65. Also, when I was on Sniff's site looking at her perfume, I also came across a mini of Golden Ticket. That's like a fresh tea scent. I love tea scents, so like that really spoke to me. I'll include like all the scent notes, like a picture from Fragrantica, like up here, you know? But like that's literally the kind of shit that I love. I love like tea and incense scents. So but again, so the Golden Ticket mini would have run me $25, and Gentle Reminder would have run me $65. So like, what's that? 60 plus 20 is 80 plus 10, 90. That would have been $90 just on perfumes. Which again, like in the world, I think how they get you, they'll be like, some perfumes cost like $700 for a bottle. So if you're spending 65, that's a great deal. And like, whether something is a great deal or not depends on your goals and your financial circumstances, and not on like how the fact that like an MFK perfume costs like a kidney, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm gonna put it up on the screen, but by not shopping this month, I did not spend $545.97. So like, that's almost $550 I could have spent this month that I didn't. How wild is that? And like a lot, and I'd say the vast majority of things that I wanted cost less than $20. So let's see. I wanted 14 things over the course of the month. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, 4 of them cost less than $20. Like half of them cost less than $30, and it all adds up to almost $550, which is crazy. Now, I'm gonna show you what I did spend. Give me one second. So this is Pura Vida. This is a pin one of my friends from Costa Rica gave me as a present when I visited. I love this pin. It's been on my jacket forever. I think I've had it for like almost a year now. But after a year, the back broke off of the pin. So I spent $5.99 to get a box of replaceable pin backs from Amazon to keep this pin I already had on my jacket. So if we're looking at the ultimate tally for the first month of my Nobuy year, I spent $6 and I didn't spend $545.97. So the Nobuy is Nobuying. Super cool. I'm super happy with it so far. Yeah, I'm feeling proud of myself, and like I'm doing a good job so far. Some of these things really tempted me, especially the Dean Winchester leather jacket. But I already have a leather blazer and like 2 leather jackets, so I really don't need a third one. But yeah, so this is what I didn't spend on my Nobuy in May 2025. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.